Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 1 week postpartum update, and I'm also going to be sharing with you a couple of the postpartum products that have really made a difference in my recovery so far. I'm currently 8 days post delivery, and I didn't get a chance to film yesterday, but I'm filming today. And I'm really excited to document this part of my journey. I was documenting quite a bit of my pregnancy journey on this channel, which I can link the playlist up in the cards up here, but I stopped because I was getting a lot of really uncomfortable comments and they've ruined it for me basically. So this is kind of my last ditch effort to document my life as a mom, and there's only so many terrible comments that I can handle. Even blocking and deleting, having to read them, it was just too much, and that could have possibly been because of the pregnancy hormones as well, but I would really like to be able to document my postpartum journey. I am going to start off with a few of the postpartum essentials that I have enjoyed using or having so far. Again, I'm only 8 days postpartum, so maybe I will share a couple products with each postpartum update. The first, this isn't really postpartum, and I will be doing a nursing essentials video as well, but I am breastfeeding, and this is it's called a Haka. You can't really see it on that side. It's just a silicone breast pump basically, and you use this to catch your letdown on the other side, the opposite side that you're nursing on, so that you can, you know, hold on to the breast milk and freeze it or put it into bottles, whatever you're doing, instead of just having it soaked up and wasted in a nursing pad. And not only do I like that my breast milk is not being wasted, but this also helps with the engorged, uncomfortable feeling, because it does have some pumping capabilities if you like squeeze it a tiny bit, so you can get more than just your letdown. I'm not fully pumping, like trying to get X number of ounces every day or anything, especially because I'm only 8 days postpartum, so I don't want to be messing up my supply. But I've really, like, this has made such a huge difference with the beginning of this breastfeeding journey versus my others. I shared these in my baby hospital bag video. These are from the brand Molasses. They are the women's mid-high waist postpartum briefs underwear, or C-section panties. Now, I did not have a C-section, I had a vaginal birth, but these are like so supportive and comfortable for even after a vaginal delivery. So this top band, like, these are super soft and thick and high quality. I ordered these off of Amazon, but having this be so high and thick and supportive on like the lower part of your belly that's now kind of like sagging over now that you don't have a baby in there anymore, a proper baby bump, like all that excess skin, and also feels really good, like the compression as your uterus is shrinking down and stuff. And I really enjoyed having these. That might be a weird product to share. These are brand new out of the package, as you saw, but these were recommended in a video by Emily Noel 83, and I'm really happy I bought these off of her recommendation. Something that they give you at the hospital if you have a vaginal delivery, especially if you tear, which I did have a 2nd degree tear with Emmett. This is just a little squirt bottle, because especially if you have stitches like I do, you can't wipe after you go to the washroom, so you just kind of wash off and then pat dry, just so you're not pulling at any stitches, it doesn't get caught in anything, and also you're just very sore and tender. I have continued taking my prenatal vitamins. These are just the ones that I was taking previous. They are the First Response prenatal vitamins. They are the lemon orange flavored gummy ones, and once these are gone I will probably get a postnatal support type of vitamin, or one that's good for while you're nursing. But if you are breastfeeding, and even if you're not, your body goes through a lot during labor and delivery, and just keeping up with your vitamins can help you feel like a human still. And I don't think I was very good at continuing with my vitamins with my last two pregnancies, two babies, and I have felt really good, like health wise and even emotionally. And I think part of that is because I have continued to take my prenatal vitamins. I've also been wearing a belly bandit, which I am going to show you like a belly clip, a bump clip of what my belly is looking like 1 week postpartum, and I will show you the belly bandit in that clip more closely. But I have been wearing a belly bandit on and off. I know they recommend wearing it like 24/7 and only removing it to have a shower, but that's honestly too much for me. I do find it like relatively uncomfortable, especially like sitting down and getting up and trying to bend over to pick things up off the floor. But at the same time, the compression on my belly just feels really good, especially as I'm walking around and doing stuff. So I do have it on for the majority of the day. I don't sleep with it on because I found it too uncomfortable, especially getting up so many times through the night with the baby. So I don't know if I'm going to see amazing results with it. This is the first time I have got a belly bandit, but I'm really excited to see if it does make a difference, and maybe I can do like a side-by-side comparison of 1 week postpartum with Wyatt versus Emmett. I don't have a picture with Max. A quick weight update. So I was about 170 pounds at the very end of my pregnancy, which I believe to be quite a bit less than with my other two pregnancies, but I would have to go back and check. And at the doctor's office the other day, I weighed in at 155, so I've only lost 15 pounds since having a 7.5 pound baby, which was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it is what it is. I'm obviously not exercising or anything like that, and I've been eating a lot and drinking a lot of water because I am breastfeeding. And so that puts me at needing to lose about 18 additional pounds to put me back at my pre-pregnancy weight this time. Although like much more than that if I'm looking at pre-pregnancy weight like overall. I did tell you that I did have a 2nd degree tear, and a couple of days ago, probably 4 days post-delivery, my stitches were feeling super tight and really uncomfortable, but I feel like they must have loosened up a bit now, and I'm also just feeling really good. I'd say healing is going really well. I've been having a lot of back pain, and again, the belly bandit has helped with that, like keeping my torso nice and supported. I don't know if it was from my intense back labor. I will be doing a birth story video, so I'm not going to really go too much into how the actual labor and delivery went. But I had intense back labor, like I'd never experienced that before. With my other two deliveries, it was horrendous. And now in that same spot, I have a lot of like muscular pain, and I don't know if it's from the labor or I sleep on, I guess if you're like facing the bed, the left side of the bed, and his bassinet is there. So when I'm in bed, I am leaning towards my right to get him out of his bassinet. And I don't know if maybe that like slight twisting motion has hurt my back. I'm not really sure, but it hurts a lot. And lastly, before I show you what my belly is looking like, I wanted to just mention how I'm feeling like emotionally, and overall I'm feeling really good. I don't really feel like I have the baby blues yet, if I, am going to get it. But I have an overwhelmed or anxious feeling for when Jeremy returns back to work. So he was lucky enough to take like a week and a half off. I had Emmett on Wednesday, February 12th, and he doesn't have to return back to work until Monday the 24th. And even with him home, like he's been such a help. He's been gone for today, just for half the day, and already like trying to cook lunch and manage the other kids has been a lot for me, especially where I'm still healing and just learning how to juggle having 3 children. I'm finding the transition from from 2 to 3 kids harder than I found 1 to 2, and I think part of that, most of that, is the age difference. So I have Wyatt home with me, he's a toddler, and when I had Wyatt, Max was already in school. So not only is he self-sufficient, but he also wasn't home with me all day, and that has made a really big difference. I'm not able to just nap when the baby naps or anything like that, although Jeremy has been allowing me to get some rest, which has been really great. But that's why I'm feeling like an overwhelmed feeling, like for the future. Like I'm already getting myself worked up and overwhelmed as to what my days are going to look like next week, which I really shouldn't be doing, but that is how I've been feeling. So I'm now going to show you what my belly is looking like 1 week postpartum. This is what my 8-day postpartum body is looking like, and this is what the belly bandit looks like while on. So this is like a support or like compression garment to help aid in your belly going back down to its normal size, help with your uterus shrinking down, all of that. And it does feel better with this on. I just feel like there's more support. My back hurts less, but I can't keep it on for 24/7 like they recommend you do. And then if I take it off, oh, please excuse my Christmas jammies. I at least got dressed from the top up. And this is what my 8 days postpartum belly looks like without the belly bandit on. And again, I have those high-waisted support panties on, which is why they're higher than my pajama pants, so they do come up a bit higher. But I'm pretty happy with like how much my belly has shrunken down. Even if I roll down the tops of these, again, this is 8 days post-delivery and 15 pounds lost. So I think that's all I have to share with you guys for my 1 week postpartum. Sorry I'm a little bit low energy. I am obviously very exhausted with 3 kids and the youngest one being only a week old. But I am happy to be back filming a few videos. These aren't going up in a timely manner. Today as I'm filming it, it is February 20th. God knows when it's going to go up. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you would like for me to include in these postpartum updates. I'd be happy to do that for you, or any questions you have, etc. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!